Greetings, everyone, everywhere. It's your girl Morg, stopping you dead in your tracks. I'm your host, Morgan Martin, and this is The Morgan Martin Show, Season 3, Episode 2. Tonight we're in for another special treat. All the way from Weehawken, Hitchcock, Florida, he's a life coach, podcast producer, and author. Without further ado, please welcome Timothy Pittman. Such a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for saying yes to being a guest on the Morgan Martin Show. Such a nice honor to have you here tonight, and you're a life coach, so tell us, do we get free calls when we're on the side of the road with a flat tire, or how does this life coach thing work?
Here's the deal. I'm available for whoever and whatever you need me for. Don't call me if you on the side of the road or whatever. We got AAA and all that for that, but whatever else you need, just give me a call and we'll see what we can do. Okay.
And we all have our own story, right? Life is not always peaches and cream, so tell us about your story and the challenges you have overcome to get to the other side of becoming a life coach.
Well, my story begins with me experiencing death. That's my start. Before then, I was just a regular old person. And I'm still a regular person, but before then I was just working, doing everything I thought was right, going about life, just being average in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But when that death hit,
it hard.
It changed everything for me. So,
what were some of the ways you say you coped to try to get through that challenge?
Let's see. I started asking questions. That's the first thing.
To whom?
Myself.
So you did a self-evaluation after that. So this is sort of what leads into the point of becoming a coach, to try to help someone else get through life a little easier.
Yeah.
Now, you grew up in the church. Mm-hmm. Now, there's some folks that say, hey, you don't need no other help outside of pastors now. Right, Excuse my ironic. So what is your philosophy on someone who goes to church but may need outside sources?
I believe that if you feel like you need more, that you need to follow that idea. You need to search that out. You have to look for that. That's something within you saying, this is not enough. So it's your responsibility to listen to that voice and to follow it wherever it's going to take you. So for me, that started me on reading. Yeah. Now, my background is not reading at all. I have all my family reads. My grandmother has a house full of books. You walk into a house, it's book library everywhere. So, I grew up with the idea of knowing that book reading was important. It's important to read to better your education and et cetera, et cetera. But growing up, it's not nothing that I took to. But when everything changed for me, I started looking. And one of the things I ran across was that idea of there's so much value in reading, but not just reading any old thing, reading something specific, reading something particular that can get you to begin to not only look inside, but start finding some answers.
Understand yourself.
Understand yourself. So
yeah.
And so the book reading led me to the study of human behavior. So I began this life coaching thing, and I found behavioral analysis. So that was what kind of took it to the next level. Studying human behavior, then I began to get some of my own answers about my own life. Right. Why I was making the decisions I was making, why I was in the circumstances that I was in, and from there it's kind of like it's ballooning into much more now, letting me write my own book and stuff. So
yeah. And speaking of your own book, tell us more about the book. Let's see. Close-up shot on this book is My Manual: A Letter to Self for You, Volume 7. Tell us more about the book and how we can get it.
Well, you can find this book at on thinkingpurpose.com, or you can go to mymanual.co, and you can go to Amazon as well. Look up My Manual: A Letter to Self for You, and you can get it. So this book was just my version, my idea of giving back to myself. This was my gift to me.
That's good. It
was my gift to me, and outside of me, it was a chance that I can be able to leave a legacy for my children. Something that my thoughts. So when I'm going,
they have something.
To hang
on to. That's right, to get through life. So you're forever there and present. Now, you also said that book is kind of interactive where we can write our own notes in there, correct?
Correct. So in the back of the book, I included a journal, because you have to write. And I didn't get started in journaling until later on. I'm in journaling now, but it's important to write and record your thoughts, and then be able to go back and read your thoughts a year from now, 6 months from now.
See the progress.
See the progress.
Yeah.
You know, and then that also serves as a record for my kids and my family. You know.
Absolutely. So recently, fast forward to now, you have become on a weight loss journey.
Yes.
That's a part of your story as well. Tell us more about that.
Okay, so the weight loss journey is one of my, I think it's my most notable accomplishments, because I lost 101 pounds.
Wow.
And 10 inches. Yeah, I was out here rolling hard. And
you're rocking and rolling. How long was that journey for you? 101 pounds.
101 pounds. Half of that took about 3 months, and the other half, another 4 or 5 months or so. It was all less than a year.
Wow, talk about determination and perseverance. Did you have a trainer, or what was that like for you there?
Yeah, that was my old man.
Oh,
was my
you.
trainer. It was all me. So some people get caught up on trying to have a whole bunch of discipline. Some people get caught up on having to have this supernova mindset that they gotta be just gung ho to be able to climb that mountain. No. So after I found out about human behavior, I understood that everything relied on repetition.
Yeah.
I'm basically a robot. You're basically a robot. When you wake up in the morning, you're gonna do certain things automatically.
That's true.
And once you understand that, you can learn how to reprogram your mind, reprogram your body. So it's not all this effort that I gotta put into to making my life or making my body be what I want it to be. So once I figured it out, I ran across a book. So I'm talking about just reading stuff.
It's fundamental.
I ran across a book, The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. I read that book. Now, I had already started losing weight. Okay, and I read my first book I read was Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That's the one that set it off for me. It kind of got me locked in. And I read a couple books. Finding Me by Viola Davis. That was a game changer. So a couple more books, and I ran into The Power of Habit. I'm still searching. I got questions. I'm still searching. The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. I read that book, and he's breaking down the habit. Everything about the human experience is habit. We're habitual creatures. Once I understood that, I got an idea. The beautiful thing about having an idea is the fact that, you know, Napoleon Hill talks about an idea. Everything we see, everything we experience, everything we're doing, everything we're enjoying right now, came out of someone having an idea. This chair we're sitting in, it came out of somebody's idea. This microphone that we're using was an idea out of somebody's head. So I said, well, shoot. So all this is in my mind, right? And I'm thinking, because I had already started losing weight, and I wasn't doing any kind of working out. I had only changed my eating habits.
Oh, that's big too.
Yeah, I had only addressed my eating habits. I had not did any kind of working out. I was afraid of failing. I was afraid that I was going to quit, start something.
That's a good motivator.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And I went to my history was going to the gym and doing things like that. But get that membership. You got a membership for 2 years, and I only went twice. So I read the book and got an idea from Charles Duhigg. Charles, if you listen to me, appreciate it, my guy. Appreciate it. I got an idea. I said, if I can take 5 minutes, if I can give myself 5 minutes of doing something and do that for 30 days, I might be able to create a new habit. And Morgan, that's what I did. Now, throughout that 30 days, I missed like 7 or 8 days.
You had these cheating days too.
I had cheating days.
It's not always easy, so.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I missed so many days in that, but it was the fact that I had begun to train my body and my mind to just get it done. It was only 5 minutes. I just started with an hour. Could I have used an hour? Yeah. Could I have used 30 minutes? Yeah. But it wasn't about the time. It was about the habit. I wanted to create that habit. You know what I mean? I wanted to create that sequence of going back and going back and going back. And I had to give myself, as he talks about it, a small win. I had to give myself a win. If I could just do it for 5 minutes and feel like I did something,
it'll increase.
You know what I mean? So it grew and it grew and it grew. And then, here I am, and now I work out without even thinking about it. When I go do a workout, I may go 5-6 minutes, I may go 30 minutes, but now it's not even an issue. It's not a strain for me. I don't have to put it on my calendar. I know automatically I'm gonna get it done. And it's not because I put I didn't have no big old long goal, and I just said, no, I'm just do it 5 minutes a day.
It's up here. And so we're talking about mindset. A lot of things start up here. What would you say to someone who is not in a good mindset? How to increase a more positive mood and mindset for someone who is maybe always down? Where to start?
First thing to start with, if you want whatever mindset you want, you have to feed that. So if you want more positivity, if you want more self-confidence, you have to feed confidence. And there's a book on confidence by Brian Tracy. Self-confidence, the power of self-confidence. I read that one when I first started speaking.
You're on a roll. You're on a roll.
Look, I learned it.
Yeah.
It's in the book, baby. We gotta read. Yeah. And a disclaimer, I'm gonna let you guys know, because I want to be transparent. I don't read necessarily by paper. Audible is my cheat sheet. Yeah. So while I'm at work, while I'm out going about doing what I'm doing, I got my earbuds in and I'm feeding my mind whatever energy I need. If I need confidence, I turn it on and I let it feed me. And I let it feed me. I let it feed me. So anyone who's listening, you want to know how to get started, just to get started, feed your mind whatever energy you're looking for. If you need positivity, you need to find some self-help books. You can go to the website. I got PDFs listed. I got books that I recommend. You go to the website, you get that checked out. But
I love that, because anything you feed grows.
It grows.
Think about a plant or anything you feed grows.
Yeah.
So that's powerful. I love that.
Yeah.
And you're also married to a beautiful wife who I met and I just fell in love with off the rip. Tell us about some clients who may be experiencing relationship issues. I know you guys are a good couple to mirror and follow behind, so I'm sure you get questions about that as well.
Yeah. There's a book I recommend for that as well.
Oh, let's hear it.
By, what's the guy's name? How to Know a Person. By David Brooks. I believe it's David Brooks. How to Know a Person. Anyone, if you have a partner, if you have a spouse, find that book and read it. Find that book and read it. It would change the game for you. One of the things that couples deal with, or anybody in a relationship, is that communication. And it's two ways, it's two-sided. Knowing how to listen to that individual, then also knowing how to talk to that individual. You have to be able to listen, and you have to be able to talk, you have to be able to communicate. A lot of times when we talk to people, we talk to them, we communicate with them the way we want to be talked to and communicated with. And sometimes our partner or our spouse, they don't pick that up.
They don't resonate with that, yeah.
They don't get it. We have to learn how to talk to them the way they want to be talked to. And a lot of times they're talking to us the way they want to be talking to. So, How to Know a Person by David Brooks has helped me tremendously with understanding not just my spouse, but myself and how I communicate with her. So,
beautiful, beautiful. Now take us to your podcast. Fast forward to now. You have a new podcast out. Tell us more about that.
Okay, so BOA, we study in everything TFF, so it's the breadth of awareness. And our focus is time, family, freedom.
Time, family, freedom.
Time, family, and freedom. And in this day and age, in Gulf County, the community is experiencing a lot. In the last several years, it's crazy out here. So I want to devote my time to motivate anyone and everybody I can. I want to inspire people, anyone and everyone I can. Because at the end of the day, if we can spend as much time with the people that matter the most to us, if we can figure that part out, figure that equation out, I think we can live a little more fulfilled life. If we can figure out this freedom equation, we'll be all right,
I love that. I love that. So you guys check out the book, check out the podcast. He's got a lot of great things in store, and that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you guys for listening. I will see you next week.
Catch all brand new episodes of The Morgan Martin Show only on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook Live and YouTube. Real talk in real time with real people. And don't forget to show us some love on Instagram at morgan.martin.media. As always, stay tuned for more.